Hello, dear viewers. Namaskar. Welcome to Moksha Media. You are with Moksha Hiremat. We have mainly four streams of devotion in India. They are Devi stream, that is the goddess stream, Shaiva stream, Vaishnava stream, and etc. Of course, now I would like to dwell on the Shaiva stream. Afterwards, in other episodes, I would like to tell you something about Vaishnava streams. But today, I would like to concentrate on Shaiva stream. The devotees of Shaiva believes in Shiva. They have kept their faith on the existence of Shiva. They think that they are the part and parcel of Shiva. And they are submitted to Shiva. They are the integral part of Shiva. Man becomes a Shiva if one follows certain paths. Shaiva stream believes in three impurities. They are Anavamala, Anatamala, that is Kriyamala, and Mayamala. It also believes in Jiva and Shiva. That is, in order to get through the restraint, Shiva devotees would like to go through these three purities. That is Anavamala. That is, I am unable to do it. Kriyamala. I can do it with some restraints. Mayamala. And there are some restraints. I believe one thing and it is another thing. What I believe may not be the perfect belief. What I realize is not realized perfectly. It is a kind of illusion. That is Mayamala. If one wants to be unioned with Shiva, one should purify oneself with these three impurities. That is Anavamala, Kriyamala, and Mayamala. And one should take the guidance of a guru if he wants to get success over these three impurities. Under the guidance of Guru, one can concentrate his mind on Shiva and he can be union with Shiva at last. That is Jiva unions with Shiva at last. He puts full stop to cycle and recycle, birth and death of the life. In the end, one can go to Shiva, one can be at the feet of Shiva. That is what Shaiva stream, that is a Shiva stream, believed. It is called pure Shaivites. Another one is Pratibhigna Shiva. This Pratibhigna Shiva is originated in Kashmir. That is why it is also called Kashmiri Shaiva. Kashmiri Shaivas also believe in Jiva and Shiva. In addition to that, they also believe the energies of Shiva. That is, the energies such as five energies. They are Chit, Ananda, Ichha, Jnana and Kriya. They are integral part of Shiva. They are not seen separately, but they are dependent on one another. And sometimes they have an integral part of Shiva. But even they are integral part of Shiva, sometimes they feel they are separate from Shiva. Anyhow, in order to get moksha, they should have the guidance of a guru. Under the guidance of a guru, one should get moksha, one should pass through the cycle and recycle of birth and death. And these Kashmiri Shaivas do not believe in caste system. And another stream of Shaiva is Veerashaiva. Veerashaiva believes in Shiva, Shakti and Jiva. That is, in addition to Jiva and Shiva, Veerashaivas believe in Shakti. And when Shakti joins with Shiva, and it creates and procreates, and then only a Jiva should go to Shiva, and at the end one could become a Shiva oneself. Veerashaivas also believe in three impurities, that is Anuvamala, Kriyamala and Mayamala. In order to get success over these three impurities, in order to go to Shiva, to be united with Shiva, to be Shiva at the end, one should follow the path of Shatastalas. Those Shatastalas are 6 in number. The title itself tells Shatastalas. They are Bhaktasthala, Maheshwarasthala, Prasadisthala, Pranalingisthala, Sharanasthala and Aikyasthala. In order to gain these stalas one by one, one should follow the Ashtavarnas, that is eightfold paths. So, not only that, they also practice Panchacharas, that is 5 practices. And then only one should go, if one should go through these things, he could go to Shiva, he could be at the feet of Shiva, and at the end one could become Shiva oneself. That he would be union with Shiva, and when one unions with Shiva, automatically one would be Shiva itself. That is what these Veerashaivas believed. Of course, the main source books of Veerashaivas in Sanskrit language are Shivayogi Shivacharya's Siddhanta Shikamani, Nilakanta Shivacharya's Kriyasara, Swaprabhananda Acharya's Shivadvaita Manjuri, and Bhojadevananda's Tattva Prakasha, Madhya Mayadeva's Shivanubhava Sutra, and Nandikeshwara Shivacharya's Lingadharana Chandrika, and Maritontararya's Veerashaivananda Chandrika. Of course, Paramarahasya and others are also there in addition to these books, which Akka Mahadevi told something about that Paramarahasya and Chandrika. Anyhow, like this, these Shaiva streams have their own understandings, have their own realizations regarding the origin of earth, life, atmosphere, etc., etc. So, these Shaiva streams are born and bred on Indian soil. They are neither come from other land, they are neither taken other, they are neither borrowed other cultures, but they have their own origins on Indian soil, and they have their own culture and civilization in the background of Indian atmosphere, environment, space, water, agni, and air, etc., etc. And these streams don't have any creator. They don't have any founder like other religions in the world. Other religions which are not from Indian soil have their founder, but the religions born and bred on Indian soil don't have any founder. So many rishis, so many darshanikas, so many philosophers contributed to the foundation of these streams, to the foundation of these sects and religions. That is the speciality of Indian religions, that is the speciality of Indian space and environment. That is what we have to keep in our mind while thinking of founding fathers, while thinking of founders. If one says that religion or this religion is founded by this one and that one, that become an un-Indian in the strictest sense. That is what we have to keep in our mind. If they say this religion and that person is the founder of this religion and that religion, automatically it is borrowed from the culture which is not originated on Indian soil. That is what we firmly keep in our mind while studying these religious aspects, while studying these Shaiva streams and Vaishnava streams. That is what I would like to stress here in this, especially in this context, because there are so many fightings that this religion is founded by this one, that one, so many, is it not? But that is unreal in the Indian context, in the Indian space and environment, in the Indian given time and period, in Indian realization and etc., etc. Because here the founders are not one or other, but there are so many persons, sages, rishis, darshanikas, philosophers, practitioners, etc., etc. Is it? So in the background of that, we have to look at the Shaiva streams, Vaishnava streams, and this Shakti streams, and etc. etc. I think to a little extent I have brought to you the truth. I have brought to you the truth. I hope you have understood it, at least to a little extent, what I said in another's language. So subscribe and share it, and see you in the next episode. Thank you. Namaskar.